We will be doing the rise time budget analysis today. So when we do any analysis or system design calculations for any application, the first one is we do the power budget analysis. Once we finish the power budget analysis, then we have to do the rise time budget analysis. So we will be seeing what is rise time budget analysis, and then we will start with the concept of RF over fiber. So tomorrow I will be finishing with the 6th module. So Monday onwards, I can start with the 3rd module. Okay, so what is RF over fiber and microwave photonics? So this is the new topic that is coming, and also the new field which is getting developed, which is combining microwave as well as the RF technology. Okay, so usually in rise time budget, either they can ask you a short note, and as I have mentioned earlier also last time, there was a numerical of 5 marks, or sorry, 10 marks based on rise time budget analysis. So let us see what is rise time budget analysis. So we have seen the chapter of fiber losses. So there were two kind of loss, attenuation loss and dispersion loss. Okay, so dispersion loss is still prevalent in the fiber. However, we have tried removing it with all the aspects. So basically, a rise time budget analysis is a convenient method for determining the dispersion limitation of an optical fiber. Okay, so I have dispersion present in the fiber. Now, how do I know what is the dispersion over a particular length? Okay, so there are so many kinds of dispersion that we have seen. Okay, so if we perform the rise time budget analysis, we can find out that dispersion limitation. So this is particularly useful for a digital link. Okay, so for a digital link, we have the RZ and NRZ pulses which are traveling. Okay, and the pulse spreading takes place. So by doing the rise time budget analysis, we can find out the effect of dispersion and how much we can tolerate it. So for calculating the rise time budget analysis, so I have the total system rise time T system. So please write down this formula. We will be using today in the numerical also. So the system rise time is given by the generic formula summation I is equal to 1 to n Ti square. So actually it is the square root of the summation of from I is equal to 1 to n Ti square. Okay. Now what is this Ti? We are considering the rise time from each contributor. Okay. So there can be material dispersion, there can be group velocity dispersion, the source response, the detector response. See, immediately I will not get the response. There will be a minimum delay. Okay, so electrical to optical, optical to electrical. Okay, so these are about the source and the detector. So there the response matters. Okay, so there also I will have this system rise time. So what we are going to do is we are going to calculate the total system rise time. So that's why we have the formula square root of summation of the squares of all the system rise time. Okay, so this is the general formula which will be using. Here also you can see the definition is there. The total system rise time T system of the link is the root sum square of the rise time from each contributors, that is we are considering Ti, to the pulse rise time degradation. So suppose if there are n components in the link, so considering those n components, I equal to 1 to n. But we will see in the numericals that we will do today that usually we have 4 components only. Okay, so what are those 4 components that will be discussed in the coming formula? Okay, so the 4 basic elements that may significantly limit the system speed. Okay, so yahan pe we had said that there are n such contributors. Okay, but we have majorly 4 contributors. So who are those contributors? So from the source side, I have the transmitter rise time. The receiver side, I have the receiver rise time. Okay, and then in between, I have the group velocity dispersion rise time, that is I call as the GVD rise time, and the modal dispersion rise time of the fiber. Okay, so transmitter receiver rise time are the 2 components, and group velocity dispersion is one of the rise time is one of the component, and modal dispersion rise time of the fiber is the 4th component. Okay, so these 4 components significantly limits the speed. Okay, so single mode fiber will not experience modal dispersion. Okay, so now these are the 4 categories. Now you have to see in the numerical which kind of fiber is given, whether it is single mode fiber or multi-mode fiber. Now, if I have single mode fiber, single mode has only one mode. So there will be no modal dispersion present in single mode fiber. So that rise time you will consider at 0. Okay, so if I have a single mode fiber, there will be group velocity dispersion present. Transmitter and receiver obviously will be there in the fiber optic system. Now, whether GVD or modal dispersion rise time is there or not, that you will decide reading the numerical whether it is a single mode or a multi-mode fiber. So usually we call the transmitter rise time, this nomenclature is used. So TTX, TX for transmitter, group velocity dispersion rise time, T GVD. Then the modal dispersion rise time is T mod, and the receiver rise time TRX. Okay, so these are the nomenclatures that are used in various books that you will refer. They might use the subscript as different, but remember, finally, it is the time that you are taking into consideration. Okay, so system rise time is given by, now I have seen the formula, square root of the square, summation of the squares of all the rise time. Now, these are the 4 contributors. So transmitter rise time, modal dispersion rise time due to GVD cut square, and the receiver rise time cut square. Okay, now please write down this formula, and this is the modal dispersion formula. Okay, so 440 L raised to Q upon V0. This is the group velocity dispersion ka formula. So this formula is there. Usually they don't tell you to calculate this part. Okay, they will give you the time. Okay, but to be on the safer side or to write a theory, you require this. Okay, so this is T mod. This one is T mod. Then you have T GVD and the receiver rise time. So receiver rise time is 350 upon BRX. Okay, BRX is the bandwidth. Now, what are all these terms? They are listed over here. Okay, so right now, don't write all these things, but at least write down this particular formula because we will be just using it in a while. Okay, so ye Q kya hai, L kya hai, B0 kya hai. Okay, all these things are mentioned over here. So TRX is the receiver rise time, which you should know. T mod is the modal dispersion that is present. TTX is the transmitter rise time, and TGVD is the rise time due to group velocity dispersion. So nanosecond, 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 nanosecond. Okay, and remember, it is a time that is given to you. Okay, so all the units have to be time. If there is some other things, you need to convert it before you actually take the square root of the summation of the squares of all the rise time. That is something you will remember right now. Okay, so I hope you have written down this particular formula, yes or no? Write down this formula, this part, the system rise time. Okay, so the silence tells me that you have written it. Okay, so now just to tell you why we are doing the rise time budget analysis is, one is I come to know about the dispersion limitation of the fiber. The second one is the purpose of the rise time budget is to ensure that the system arrives properly, system operates properly at the intended bit rate. Okay, so in any system, we look for the transmission distance, we look for the bandwidth, we look for the bit rate, we look for BER, bit error rate also. Okay, so once I do the rise time budget analysis, I can say that, and I find that the response of my system is good, then I can say, yes, I have designed an efficient system. So generally, the total transition time degradation system of a digital link it should not exceed 70% of an NRZ bit period or 35% for an RZ data. This is very important. So please write it down, or you can write it this formula. Now, okay, I have designed a system. I get a particular rise time. Now, how can I say whether this rise time is good or bad? Whether 50% is good, or whether 100% is good, or whether 90% is good. Okay, so this is the data that is given by ITU Union. So if I have an NRZ data, so the system rise time, it should not exceed 70%. And if it is an RZ data, the system rise time should be around 35%. So you please write down this one. So either you write down this, or you please write down this particular formula. So T system is given by 0.35 upon bandwidth for RZ system. Like, see, usually they tell you to calculate bit bandwidth length product, BL product. Okay, so they will give you some data. So from that data, you calculate the system rise time. And from the system rise time, you can find out the bandwidth of that particular system. And once you know the bandwidth, you can know the bit rate of that particular system. So you have two categories when I talk about the digital data, RZ and NRZ. So RZ ne 0.35 by bandwidth, and yahan pe please do a correction over here. And for NRZ, it will be 0.70, 70%. Okay, so in exam, please remember NRZ में एक letter ज़्यादा है तो वो ज़्यादा value होगा 0.70 by bandwidth. RZ I have one letter less, so value is less, so 0.35. Okay, so it is just the relation of into 2 or divide by 2. Okay, so one formula of system rise time and the second formula for the digital data which we are considering, RZ and NRZ. Please do this correction. T system is 0.70 by bandwidth for NRZ data. Okay, so I'll give you the first problem. So that completes your link rise time budget analysis. We'll do two numericals quickly. So I will be dictating the question. Okay, so it's better for me to type. Write down an optical fiber system is to be designed. An optical fiber system is to be designed to operate over an optical fiber system is to be designed to operate over a 8-kilometer length without repeaters. An optical fiber system is to be designed to operate over an 8-kilometer length without repeaters. The rise times of the chosen components, are, so what is the data? I am typing it out. You can write source in bracket, it is written LED and it is given 8 nanosecond. You can see the screen, no? All of you?
Yes.
Fiber. Then we have, it's written intermodal. So this is the intermodal rise time that is given. Unit is 5 nanosecond per kilometer. Then we have pulse broadening. So intermodal is given. This is intramodal. 1 nanosecond per kilometer. And the fourth rise time is of the detector. So they have just mentioned PIN photodetector is 6 nanosecond. Okay. So these are the 4 rise times which are given to you. Once you write that, the question is, from the system rise time consideration, estimate the maximum bit rate Okay, so you're supposed to find out the maximum bit rate that may be achieved on the link when NRZ format is used. So start doing it. So you have the system rise time formula with you. So just remember 8 nanoseconds, 6 nanoseconds, this is nanosecond kilometer inverse. 1 nanosecond kilometer inverse. मैंने per kilometer लिखा है. In the question it is kilometer inverse. So I took it per kilometer. So accordingly you need to convert it. So this is, see, the question is asked for 10 marks. Last time शायद ऐसा ही कुछ तो था. System rise time निकालना था. तो स्टूडेंट लोगों ने क्या किया, ये डेटा भी नहीं लिखा. डायरेक्टली दे रोट दिस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्मूला एंड देन इन 2 lines they completed it. You please don't do. Write down the question properly. Okay, और ये वाला फॉर्मूला सिर्फ ऊपर वाला. Okay, please write it and substitute the value and all 10 marks देने के लिए. So they did not get actually full 10 marks. Okay, so this is the formula. Put it over here. Okay. So I just require this part. Okay, so substitute here. And tell me the answer, what you are getting. So this is your TX. This is your TRX. This is your T material dispersion, and this is your modal dispersion. So T mod. Okay. So you have all of them written over here. So what will be T mod? So it is 1 nanosecond and the fiber length is 8 kilometers. So per kilometer हटाने के लिए I have to multiply it by L. So 1 into 8. उसका square plus this also is 5 nanosecond per kilometer. So again I have to multiply by 8 to remove that kilometer. So 5 into 8 square plus the last one is 6. It's a very simple question that is coming. Now you tell me the answer. What is T system? Yes, anybody? How much you are getting? T system, rise time of the system?
1.32 milliseconds.
1.32 milliseconds. और इसका स्क्वायर रूट भी है, हाँ, याद रखना है यहाँ पे.
Yes, ma'am.
Just calculate अच्छे से.
42 nanosecond.
Yes, 42 nanosecond. Just check it. अगर वैल्यूज चाहिए तो ये है 64 plus 1600 plus again 64 plus 36 और उसका square root. Okay, so you should be getting 42 nanosecond. Now, which format is given to us? NRZ format is given to us. So, you just see the formula. So, your BT max, how much it will be given by 0.70 divided by the T system that we got. Okay, so 0.7 divided by 42 nanosecond. वो nano को consider करना. Okay, so tell me the value and remember, अगर bandwidth पूछेंगे तो you write it in megahertz, gigahertz जो भी है. Bit rate पूछा तो just simply the same value you will write bits per second, megabits per second or gigabits per second. Okay, so what, tell me the answer. Megabits per second.
16.66.
16.67, yes. Okay, so just the value, I think इधर और उधर कुछ तो पूछा था last time. The university paper, I think सिर्फ system rise time ही निकालने बोला था, तो student just wrote this formula. So ये दो line में उन्होंने पूरा problem खत्म कर दिया था. Okay, so please don't do it. So they just wrote this one. Usually ये step तो कोई दिखाता ही नहीं है because calculator में है. I did it because so that one of you were getting a wrong answer. So they just wrote T system rise time and they wrote this answer. Please write all these things because यही 10 mark के लिए है. Okay, so you don't have much things to write, but at least when you write all these things, the examiner knows that you know. अदरवाइज स्टूडेंट्स को क्या लगेगा कि सारे राइट जितने भी सारे दिए हुए उसको स्क्वायर रूट में डालो, स्क्वायर करो, अगर यहाँ पे किलोमीटर दिख रहा है तो इनटू लेंथ मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. दे डोंट बॉदर अबाउट व्हाट इज द पैरामीटर्स. ओके, बट इफ इट इज 10 marks and you want to get full 10 on 10, then please write a description. Many times students don't know this also. From the input given, अगर 5 mark के लिए तो भी हम आधा मार्क 1 मार्क देते हैं. 10 marks है तो 1 or 2. At least you have written from the question reading what are the parameters that is given. So these all also carry marks. Okay. So this is an university question. I give you one more and then I will switch to RF over fiber. It will be on the similar lines only. So just some data here and there. Just for this particular numerical, if I give you an RZ data, just add for RZ data, just calculate how much will be the bit rate, maximum bit rate. This was for NRZ you did. Also you do it for RZ and tell me the answer.
$8.34.
8.34. So 6.67 डिवाइड बाय 2 भी कर दोगे तो भी आ जाएगा. Okay, so bit rate for RZ, the formula here, it will be 0.35 divided by 42 nanosecond. यहाँ पे 0.35 रहेगा. Okay, so only that will change. So you add that one step also कि अगर RZ के लिए भी पूछा तो what is the answer? So this divided by 2 should be the answer. Oh, a different variation of the same question. And okay, so different numericals. What are? If I just give you, it is carries no meaning. अलग-अलग value दिया हुआ है ये 4 चीज का, and then calculate the bit rate. So just you are not a small kid that I give you all these things for practice. So I'll pick up one more variation. The 10 to 90 degree rise time. The 10. Number 10, the 10 to 90. See, why this word is there is whenever I am calculating the rise time of any waveform, like I have a digital pulse, which I am considering. Okay, so from 10 to 90%, I am considering. So this pulse, I will not have this sharp edge, 90 dB wala cutoff. Okay, I will have this kind of nature, ऐसा थोड़ा सा ऐसे रहेगा waveform. Similarly, this is the fall time. Okay, but we are more interested in the rise time. So, and that rise time is usually, I think in lower class also you have studied this. It is calculated between 10 to 90%. So don't get confused in the question if it is written something here, if then where do I incorporate this 10 to 90%? No, rise times are calculated between 10 to 90%. So the question I'm repeating, the 10 to 90% rise time for possible components, the 10 to 90% rise time for the possible components to be used in DIM, analog optical fiber link, in DIM, digital index modulation, DIM, D capital hyphen IM, ऐसा लिखा हुआ है, are specified as, first one, LED source. Okay, so the first rise time is given as LED source, 10 nanoseconds. Then it is written fiber cable. Okay, under fiber cable, what they have written, first one is intermodal, 9 nanosecond per kilometer. This is intermodal. Then intramodal is given as 2 nanoseconds per kilometer, and LED source इसके यहाँ पे source था, so this is source. So this is 10 nanoseconds, and the fourth one, APD detector, is 3 nanoseconds. Okay, I'm again repeating, the 10 to 90% rise time for possible components to be used in digital IM, analog optical fiber link, are specified as, so all these 4 are specified: LED, intermodal, intramodal, and APD detector. The desired link length without repeaters is 5 kilometers, and the required bandwidth is 6 megahertz. Determine from the above. Now the question is, you might feel that a bandwidth to diya hua hai. Okay, so what I am supposed to find out? So determine from the above combination if it gives an adequate response. Determine from the above combination of components if it gives an adequate response. So to decide that, you need to calculate the system rise time. Okay. And after calculating the system rise time, remember I had given you this data. If it is an NRZ bit period, your system rise time should be less than 70% of the bit period, and your system rise time should be less than 35% of the bit period. Okay, so you have to use this criteria to decide whether it is giving you a proper response or not. So find out the system rise time. Yes, you got. I will cover RF over fiber tomorrow. After this problem, I will start. I'll tell the students to start their presentation. Yes. What is the system rise time you are getting?
47.26.
47.26. Now, how write the answer? That is important. I'll dictate. Please write, because your answer lies in the statement that you will be writing. So the system rise time comes out to be 47.26 nanosecond. Just decrease the font. Okay, so now that statement which I just showed you, the total, please write down the total transition time degradation . The total transition time degradation of a digital link, that equation which I had shown you. Okay, this one. If I just want to copy, if you have not copied, I don't know. This one. Okay, so I am just putting it in the sentence form. Okay, so the total transition time degradation of a digital link, it should not exceed 70% of an NRZ bit period or 35% of an RZ bit period. Okay, so considering this NRZ, you just calculate the BT max bit rate. You just calculate BT max. So 0.70 divided by 47.26. Okay, so this you get as 14. You should be getting, please just verify the answer. I will not ask you because you will have trouble again, I think, in unmuting and giving the answer. So is it 14.81 megabits per second?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now just please all of you write down these. See, this is not there in my notes. Okay, I am covering this from the TechMac ka book. which I got as a complimentary copy. They posted I surprisingly at my home. So, and since it's a university questions, I am picking up from them. And because this is asked in the exam. So please write down the sentence. The rise time calculation indicates, I'm not calculating for RZ. I am just calculating for NRZ. Okay. So the rise time calculation indicates that this will support, the rise time calculation indicates that this will support a maximum bit rate of 14.81 megabits per second, or Mbps you can write. The rise time calculation indicates that this will support from a maximum bit rate of 14.81 megabits per second, which for an NRZ format, is equivalent to a 3 dB optical bandwidth, which for an NRZ format is equivalent to a 3 dB optical bandwidth of 7.4 megahertz. Now, if you have confusion with this sentence, which for an NRZ format is equivalent to a 3 dB optical bandwidth of 7.4 megahertz. So they have given in the bracket NRZ format, you can write down NRZ format has 2-bit interval per wavelength. Okay, so I get the figure 7.4 megahertz from this. इसका आधा around ले लेते हैं, तो it comes out, see megabits per second when I talk in terms of bits per second, but when I talk in terms of frequency, it will be simply megahertz. Okay, so इसका आधा हम लोग कर रहे हैं because for NRZ they have mentioned we are taking the 3 dB optical bandwidth, so I am dividing and I am getting it as 7.4 megahertz. Now, what is given in my question is the bandwidth of 6 megahertz. Okay, so bandwidth of 6 megahertz is the system. So if I have all these components, so they have told us what is the sentence? Determine whether the above combination gives an adequate bit rate. So since I'm getting the maximum limit as 7.4 megahertz, and in my question, we have taken a bandwidth of 6 megahertz. This is what is the thing which is given to us. And they have told us to verify कि ये सारे जो parameters दिए हुए हैं, it is proper or not. Means तुम्हारा ये जो सारे length and rise times दिया हुआ है and the bandwidth, whether it is suitable or not. So since the 6 megahertz is falling between 7.4 megahertz, you can say that the desired required bandwidth of 6 megahertz will be supported. So for this particular question, you write down the desired required bandwidth of 6 megahertz will be supported. By chance, अगर यहाँ पे कुछ अलग आया, ज़्यादा आया compared to this, okay, you will comment that it won't be supported. Okay. So this particular question, it is supported. So this is another variation in which the question can be asked. Okay. So now I will stop sharing and stop recording also.